Well, learning is currently taking place and rather taking a back seat, I understand, today at the University of Zululand, where students are protesting. Now, they're demanding for better security for students living off campus and challenging NSFAS funding allocations. But just yesterday, a police van was set alight, this during demonstrations, and classes have now been suspended. ENC's Tuba Vilane is at the Richards Bay campus, and he joins me now for the very latest. Good afternoon to you, colleague. I understand that you are just standing in a campus which has erupted by chaos. Students are currently protesting. But, they are also raising concerns, I understand, regarding the university not taking those issues seriously.
Yes, absolutely, Dumelo. That's what they are saying. They say they've been trying for several times to engage the university, but they are not being successful. They are raising issues such as the safety, especially for those students who are living off campus. Now we in Richards Bay campus, not because there are issues here, but we specifically come here to speak to a professor that is going to give us the details. But if we listen to the students, the issues that they are raising, some of them they ranged from years back, they date from years back, and we understand that last year there was a promise and a commitment from the Minister of Higher Education, Dr. Blade Nzimande, but according to some of the students, those commitments have not been met. But we spoke to Mxolisi Khanyile earlier on, and this is what he had to say.
The issues that raised are very genuine. They are concerning because it also talk about the issue of safety and security. If you remember last year, we went to streets fighting for our safety and security, but nothing has been done. It says now we don't see, we promised security company, but there is no security company that we promised. We promised a mobile police station that is going to be around here, patrolling in respective residents that we stay, but none is happening. These are threatening our lives. We don't have anything now. It is to revolt.
And as you can hear, Tumelo, but now I'm with Professor Mashube Mapule. Thank you so much for your time, Prof. Students are saying that every time when they try to engage with the management, they are not being successful in that. What is going on here?
I think the first thing we must make here is that we're facing, as the University of Zululand, an extraordinary situation where there's a student strike of sorts, and yet as management we have not even been presented formally with any document or with any request for a meeting to discuss student grievances. So technically we're really dealing with ghost protesters because they haven't come to us. We have got formal structures in the university, we've got an SRC administrator, we've got the dean of students. Besides, we do have got management broadly who are available to engage students as and when they've got issues to raise. So right now, we have seen, as of yesterday, disruptions, including threats to life, the burning of property, and general disruption of our university operations under circumstances where, as I've said already, as management, we do not have a case technically to answer. Be that as it may, to the extent that we hear rumors, which are stuff that flies through mostly social media, there are several issues that people have raised. And yet, fundamentally, the issue here is about students who want to insist that they should be at the University of Zululand for years on end without having to be required to perform. I can cite for you what we saw on social media. By the way, it is not presented to us formally. For example, they say on social media that students should be allowed to study indefinitely, even if they don't make any progress, that NSFAS should fund them indefinitely, even when they're not making academic progress. Now, you can ask the question, what kind of country are we going to become, where people want the benefits but do not have to account for them? And so, right now, firstly, let me say to you that the people who you have spoken to, why don't they bring the formal grievances through the established and existing structures of the university so that we as management can legitimately engage with them? Because we never said our door is closed. So I think we need to put context here and put the facts on the table.
Okay, very briefly, Prof. I understand that the decision was taken yesterday that academic activities will be suspended until when?
Put this way, as matters stand, you are dealing with, as I said, a ghost protest because the people have not told us what they want. Now, as management, we must first establish what exactly is happening because we don't have people coming forward, and thereafter, we have to assess the situation. Then we can decide as to when would be the appropriate time, to reopen. Because remember that the lives of our students and the safety and the lives of our staff are paramount. And we cannot just, willy-nilly say, I can't just say to you, management will open the university tomorrow when we have really not been able to establish in terms of at least the security aspects of our university life. So that is something that management will sit back and reflect on and then pronounce to the community broadly regarding the reopening of our operations.
Thank you so much, Prof. That was Prof. Kgapola. He's specifically talking about the KwaDlangezwa campus, not the one where we are now. He's saying that for now they cannot say when the university will be reopened, but their doors is open for anyone that is willing and wants to raise issues with the management. He's saying that for now they will keep on trying to engage with the students so that they will get a solution to this problem, but the university remains closed.
Yeah, and as you're talking to him there too, but I get a sense that they're expecting some sort of a document, whether it's a memorandum of, demands, just so that they can have in clear, documented form exactly what the grievances of the students are. But we'll be tracking the story, of course, seeing what's happening there. My colleague Tuba Vilani updating